Hello and welcome back. We are here playing Poland in Victoria 3. We started out as Krakow, we formed Poland. Recently we just got Belarus as a protectorate, so this is going to be nice. We need to puppet Belarus, Ukraine, and Prussia in order to be able to form Poland-Lithuania. So this is kind of the goal for the run. Things are looking grim though, because of Council Republic is just way booty, and we can't get off of it just like kind of no matter what we do. We're going to try and go Rights of Assembly, maybe get off of it. I don't really know. We might have to go full bad guy. We started damaging relations with Ukraine. Belarus is already handled, but Ukraine and Prussia, we both have to get in, and we are kind of running out of time. We only have 17 years, and so we're gonna need, something's gonna need to happen, so we might need to go full baddie. We currently have just 5 infamy, so we can dominion one of these guys without it being like a catastrophe sort of thing. But we'll see exactly how this works. We are bankrolling a whole bunch of people. We're going to just check our bankrolls here real quick. With the idea that we wanted to get them in our customs union because I thought that we were going to be able to get off of, what's it called? Oop. I thought we were going to be able to get off of Council Republic, but we are just having significant issues getting off of it. And so maybe this is not going to be possible. We will see. I'm going to try and, you know, let the people cool down a little bit. We'll take on their debt. We'll take on their debt. We do want Radical Prussia to win. Iraq takes on our debt, and they win here. Can we protectorate you? No, not quite. You're neutral, don't have a customs union. They are defending the borders, we're not neighbors. Okay, we're just going to resolve the obligation, continue bankrolling them. In the off chance that somehow we do manage to pass a law, we are floating the extra authority to try and make this happen. Unfortunately, this is not very coherent. The trade unions are just so strong, and we really want to swap off this to this. The trade unions don't oppose it, but the block of the Red Army, the rural folk, and the Intelligentsia is just being impossible to get through. And so we need to either suppress these boyos or something, I don't know. Empower the petite bourgeoisie is what I was thinking. Our economy should get a little bit of a shellacking trying to pass this law. But we'll see what we can do. We, of course, now are having some trouble there. So I think what we might do... Actually, I think we want full law enforcement. We're going to try and facilitate full law enforcement because I think that this might be a way to make the revolution happen a bit shorter or slower. And so maybe we can get out of this. Maybe we can do this in the diplomatic way, but maybe we just have to like puppet Ukraine and Prussia. We're certainly strong enough to do this. Standard of living's cranked up really high though, so this should be getting us a lot of loyalists. It doesn't seem to be. Problem is our government's not very legitimate, but we need the petite bourgeoisie to pass some of these laws. And of course we need to keep up with this construction queue, so why don't we 51 you and Greater Poland. I think we had this, so let's do that. Do we have over 60 excess infrastructure? We don't, so we'll add a couple more. I think that they're fully employed. I'm not sure. This has been a problem. Council Republic does not let you subsidize railroads, and so when you have a lack of infrastructure, you don't know if it's because it's not subsidized or because it's not a high enough level. So this is really annoying from a user interface perspective. Do you 51ing? Yeah, you are 51ing. Let's take a look and make sure... Well, Sind probably messed up all those provinces. Or the revolution probably did. We are, of course, having a big problem with this because a lot of it was coming from Sind. But let's just try and import what we can. Now do you have a problem here? From not employing the railroads? That is your problem. I think that's probably this guy's problem as well. We do have stuff on auto expand. It will auto expand once the railways are kind of employed to the extent that things are good. This is kind of the name of the game here. We did not get as much of the Congo as we wanted this run, but it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. So it's kind of been hard for us to like really expand stuff as much as we want to. I think you can make power there. Let's make power here, I guess. Add some railways. This really high standard of living that we just cranked up should go a long way to pulling in migrants, but we'll see what we can do. We're hoping the radicals win. Radicals are also a lot more likely to not defend the borders, which we need them to be. We're just putting that in because we'll need it. We'll want it eventually. These are actually profitable. Maybe we didn't want wheat farms. It is what it is now, though. Ukraine won't accept. We have a large volume of trade through the market, but they wouldn't even accept a customs union. Yeah, so we might have to bad guy Ukraine. I don't know. Time to fix all this in Sind. I think that they wrecked all of our... Yeah, they did wreck all of our PMs. Or some of our PMs. They should rapidly employ here, though. I forgot we're still at war with Nejd. Gonna need to find a new war here soon. Glad they didn't delete and rebuild a bunch of stuff with that revolution. That would have been a little bit annoying. Middle managers does get deactivated. Yikes. It's quite uncomfortable. If we get rights of assembly, we can bolster them. Oh, man. Just such a struggle, man. To try and get off of Council Republic. Absolute nightmare. The new like trade modifier thing. We'll see. We'll take a look at through our bankrolls though. See what we can do. Resolve this. No shot we're getting anyone who's below friendly to accept protectorating. So, which is kind of a next step type of thing. How long until our truce is up with them? 22. Okay, a couple years. They will give us a ton of sulfur and a decent amount of wood, which is going to be a big deal. Ukraine seems like they want no part of our BS. Oh, we were bankrolling them. Oh, but we're adjacent to Kalat already. So we can't do this, and we can't do this, because we don't have a customs union and they're defending the borders, and we're not adjacent, so we can't do it with them. We'll see how this capitalist revolt shakes out. You are defending the borders, though. We can take on the debt, just to try and help them in the war. I think I want that on auto expand. It already is. Okay, what's expensive in the market? I think it's still going to be the hardwood. Can't really solve this. Can expand out the wood in like East Angola and Heroland, but this is all we can do. Where can we make oil? Is it in here? Oh, yep, we'll put this on auto expand. I guess we'll actually just do it manually, but this is good. Things are coming along quite nicely. Do just want to kind of keep the construction queue running as we try and, well, I mean, things are not coming along nicely, actually, if I must say. I so desperately want to swap off of this, but it's just not working, like, at all. And, like, we can't make the IGs powerful through, like, this super... As long as this guy's a radical, though, and not, like, some random, you know, vanguardist or whatever. The problem is the vanguard is communist. We need these guys to die. We don't have a good way to kill them. Maybe if we got the event for Sigmund Freud or something? I don't know. It looks like these guys have figured their thing out. We are bankrolling the right ones. They're not at peace. They will be soon in a sec. And they're defending the borders. But we could have another 15. We could have another 15. Actually, they're just defending the borders. I think Ukraine's defending the borders too. We could just expel diplomats and clap them. We're never getting off this. If we can't get off of Council Republic, we got to do it the bad boy way. So we will expel the diplomats and then clap them. We'll wait until we finish this war with Majd. Which will break a lot of our trade routes, but we're also going to put back in the consumption taxes, specifically on tea. And porcelain, I guess. Don't know why Nejd is not giving up. Aren't you full occupied? Oh, you're not anymore? Oh my god. They got deoccupied. Okay. I was like, what's going on? Get an obligation from Kalat. Whoa. France, what did you do? Did you go commie? They went Council Republic, so that means they actually probably would get along quite nicely with us now. I mean, we can't get them in our customs union because they're a great power, but in theory, if we released a bunch of countries from them, we could get them in our customs union. I think it's a little bit late in the game for that. We have 16 years to accomplish the objective, so I think that we're not doing it that way. Oh, this is unfortunate. We're bankrolling a whole bunch of people, but none of that's going to matter when we decide to go full baddie, which we are doing. I think we are accomplishing the objective today. Depending on how long till this truce is up. Yeah, so we'll try and be on speed 4. We're going to try and form Austria-Hungary today. We don't necessarily need to keep the construction queue going. So when we do go bad, though, I do want to make sure we have enough arms and munitions to handle this. So let's do some of that as well. Portugal, unredacted. You could suck at Portugal. We want that approval. That actually would make it possible for us to pass Parliamentary Republic because it doesn't radicalize. Now we don't radicalize the Intelligentsia, which is an important difference. But these guys are defending the borders anyways. I think with 16 years left, we don't have enough time to try and do it the nice way. Or it's like, it doesn't feel like a guarantee if we don't, unless we do it the mean way, so this is what we're gonna do. Thought we had them full occupied. I was mistaken. Let's see. Are we on... Alright, so we're gonna send away their diplomats. We're gonna say... Peace out, brother. Because we want to be decaying this whole time. It's so funny that... Why do you view us as a militarily threatening neighbor, man? Come on. How close is this guy to capitulating? Oh, they're like on the cusp. Have a really high standard of living, even though we just put the consumption taxes back in. Specifically in the areas where we're encouraging manufacturing. Let's go, baby. Alright. Time to do it. We're dominioning them, so we gain less infamy. We'll probably puppet Ukraine. Ukraine, of course, gets really pissed at the fact that we're doing this, so they're barely cordial now. And we can, of course, expel their diplomats whenever we want. The problem is we are a little bit away from being able to do anything with them, so... we're probably going to stop bankrolling. France is probably never going to like us, so we'll just stop improving relations with them. Actually, maybe UK is never going to like us. Let's stop improving relations. Prussia's embargoing us. Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, the capitalists revolt. So let's just declare a rivalry on them for now, because it's free, and stop improving relations, and we'll improve relations with the capitalist revolt, because that capitalist revolt is looking like it's going to win. Russia sides with Prussia, Scandinavia sides with Prussia. Well, alright then. Didn't know we were going to have a party. Well, let's recruit an industrialist. Maybe they can make a recovery. Don't think so, though. Promote that guy. Scandinavia sides too, man. We'll probably... Well, let's actually see what we want to do. Well... I think we go full bad guy here. They are fearful, so they're fairly likely to back. They're extremely likely to back down because they are in bankruptcy and they have loans. I don't think we can make these primary war goals against them. So let's just liberate like Norway and Denmark and stuff like this. And Latvia. I don't think this war goes through, though. Wow, we could sway 3 countries? That's wild. Oh, it's just people we have obligations with. Oh, you know what? I think we're done colonizing, right? We are completely bricked off from by France. And there's no more colonization to be had, so we will just do this. We will keep the institution, though. Alright, you are producing, but I think I want to expand more on these ones. If we can. And then... anything auto-expanding here? The chairs are, but of course they have... Yeah, that's why I like clothes more than the chairs, because the hardwood's always a problem. Hardwood is always a problem. Russia backs down. Cool. So now they are in our market. And now we can play a little bit of a waiting game, I suppose, and just try and still have some trade routes around. But we will be going after Ukraine in just a sec. Germany rivals us. So we have some trade routes. We're not a pariah yet. We're just notorious. But after we declare on Ukraine, we will become a pariah. And so we could just wait and chill just a little bit. Reason being that we don't... We can, like, annex these guys and then puppet Belarus. We have a truce up in 24. And then go for Ukraine. And we'll hit it kind of, like, on the head in terms of timing, I think. Really keen on annexing them, though, for all the wood and sulfur that we can build down there. So, there's a lot of that action. You know, kind of can't construct stuff too efficiently right now. But this is a strong dominion. It's just... This has come up way high. Yeah, I think we're just... I don't know, I think we're just sleeping in our bed now. Well, actually... Yeah, just the wrong people support that stuff. Let's just swap to our most legitimate looking government. Let's decrease taxes 2 notches to be hyper legitimate and just look to harvest bonuses now and just get a bunch of loyalists. And we'll also increase law enforcement all the way now that we're decreasing this. Maybe we can make something happen. People are really reliant on our finished goods in terms of economy. I guess we're never going to be not notorious, so we're going to stop bankrolling everyone. That ship has sailed. Thought we could do it, but Prussia was defending the borders, Ukraine was defending the borders. There's no way we're getting through that modifier, and we're not gonna just roll the dice on making sure that they like try and do that in the next 12 years or whatever. We actually want to damage relations with them. Well, we could also just go full bad guy right now, with the understanding that we do need Belarus and Ukraine. And this would actually give us stuff to do with our construction queues. See, the problem right now is that we don't have the resources we need. I think we just chill for a little bit, get some of this built up. I don't know. I don't have the answers, Sway. All I know is I really do want to annex them as soon as this is up. When is it up? November of 2022. Sorry, 1922. I guess in the meantime we can go after Bahrain. So we don't want to get stuck in a war for like a year. Actually, we have time. We have time for this. This will give us some oil. Probably. We do have stuff auto-expanding here. We're just going to try and keep an eye on what's +1ing, and then we're just going to add a whole bunch to that. Just adding a little bit there, because paper mills... Do we have a lot of peasants here still? No, we don't. Yeah, really high migration attraction in all these states. If we take a look, that is the migration map. I don't think we can keep this construction queue going very well. Try and just keep stuff building, I guess. The building is like furthering our economy, so... That's not gonna do anything. Alright. Now that we have that much approval, we actually could try and undo Council Republic. Just really doesn't matter now. We're like public enemy. They are unlikely to back down. It seems at 1.2 that people want to fight to the death a lot more. Ooh, we get our first pipeline event, I think. I think we'll just go for this. Oh, did our great general die? That sucks. We definitely don't want trade unionists. We don't want a red army either. I guess we'll go with the trade unionists. Oh, we're not even going to be annexing. Oh yeah, we're going to be annexing on Chile. Yeah, okay. Cool. We'll need those eventually. Algeria is embargoing France. Secession in Spain. I think we could turn this on immediately. And let's see. Giants of the Sea, you're telling me. We'll just take the tech. I'm trying to have a brain here. I'm trying to look at the shipyards and check if military shipbuilding's better. It is. Let's switch. Brunei. Oh, is that really? No, okay. Oh, that's wild. I've never seen Bhutan take that. Let's try and keep their fingers out of our pie for now, I guess. I don't know. Let's play a little whack-a-mole here, but it's mainly going to be look-a-mole. And try and see if... Yeah, the problem is just the employment. I might need to delete some of those to drive employment towards the other things. Might need to delete some of these to drive employment there. Although they're just going to auto-expand. Kind of brutal. Really needed to get more wood from here, I think. It's kind of rough. Let's try and see if we can solve. I think our ironclad problem should solve itself. I guess we could import ironclads, but I'd rather solve it domestically. Cannot subsidize anything, but yeah, this place is employing more. We can also increase the throughput bonus. Let's try and get it to 51. I'm gonna add another one there. I guess we'll just add one railroad everywhere. We'll use them eventually. This is fine. Can fill that out, and we've already filled up that. So the question is do we want wheat farms here? I don't think so. We don't have them on auto expand, so we can 51 the cattle. And this will be nice. Nice for mainly just giving us stuff to build. So we are going to need to build a new place just for tanks, because stuff will be very unbalanced if we just go just this. So we'll do this, and we'll set this on tanks. Don't really want to go flamethrowers. Let's just go into this and like flash freezing dough rollers or whatever. Guess we're kind of okay going antibiotics. And then maybe we'll go stormtroopers. I don't know. Alright, we conquered that. Kind of just about in time for this. To annex them. But here we will need to swap PMs. We'll do coal. We will put you on electric engines, but have you make cars, which aren't very profitable, but it is what it is. Just use the latest and greatest on the PMs. Maybe we have a chance of getting off of Council Republic, but since we're full bad guy, I actually like Council Republic now. Or we're about to go full bad guy. We're not recovering from it. We just haven't like fully ascended to 100 plus infamy. We're just at like 50 plus at the moment in terms of the tier, and we just won't be going to the, you know. Oh, this one, yeah, you just need to go electric and then steal passenger trains, and you need to employ up. Not gonna touch you. Eventually oil will be discovered there. What is Chile has a Patagonian uprising? No. Well, hopefully Chile wins. It looks like they are going to win. But we have to wait for them to win, I think. Yikes, that's kind of annoying. I guess maybe no time like the present. To just ascend. I kind of want to swap over the things before we ascend. So we'll do this. I'm going to swap these to making tanks. And I'll have these guys not make the tanks instead. So it'll auto-expand. And so I'll be most of the way through. Or we will be most of the way through. I think we just go for this, actually. Here we go. It's time. Let's go, baby. Yeah, right, you better be fearful. Ooh, you're in bankruptcy too? Yikes. Well, taste targeting it. And then we'll come back for Chile. They embargo us, of course. Why can we navally invade? Why can we click this button? I don't understand. Oh well, whatever. We're going for Ukraine, baby. I think we will be forming it today, then. A little bummed out we couldn't do it the slow way, but it is what it is. Italy, are you ready to get puppeted too? No? Alright. Let's add war goal. Liberate country. No. We're just gonna do that, and we're gonna take stuff off of Italy too. Great Britain, you want some too? Alright. This of course is why I put in a bunch of extra things. We will be a little soft on our PMs, at least at the start. But I think we can manage this. I think it's still pretty likely they back down, but we will try and like liberate Scotland. And so Sigmund Freud actually makes it so we could swap off a Council Republic if we wanted, because he's not going to be a vanguardist. So if we take a look now, Sigmund Freud is notably a nihilist, so we could swap. We could actually, people would love swapping off this, but we could swap up here, and now notice only the Red Army and these guys oppose. So we could do something like this, and then swap to Parliamentary Republic pretty easy now. I think I'm okay staying on this though, because we're already gone full bad guy. We might want to swap onto some different type of suffrage though. People would like this. Autocracy is fine as well. We get a ton of like legitimacy. Or a ton of authority. And somehow the Industrialists have stayed alive through all this. But, yeah. We could also just get off the authority too. Either way is fine. Let's recruit a general in the Poland HQ. Poland HQ. Just looking to have a couple smaller generals. They can place around and about, like down here. Since we're like full bad guy, we can just, you know, I don't think we can set any primary war goals on anything. Or here, let's wait until we have, we'll like liberate 2 Sicilies and see if we can set it to primary war goal. I don't think we'll be able to. We could sway, of course, Belarus, which doesn't seem decent for creating another front. Oh, they'd take a humiliation of Ukraine. Ukraine revs here. That's actually really bad for us, because we're not going to puppet the rev. Just the... I freaking hate this mechanic so much. We're only going to puppet regular Ukraine, not their revolution, I think. So if we liberate Sardinia Piedmont, we can't make it primary. So let's liberate Scotland, I guess, as well. And transfer subject. We've gone full baddie, so let's just transfer the British Raj. In the event this pops off, probably not going to. And of course, to brick them, you also want to transfer. Oh, no, just the British Raj will brick them completely. Let's Cape Colony, sure, why not? But we're only going to get this smaller Ukraine, not the bigger Ukraine. So, unless we... Can we side with... We could side with Radical Ukraine. But then I don't think we get Radical Ukraine. Transvaal is embargoing us. Whee! Cool. And let's... I mean, like, let's make at least a token effort of doing this. Any plus ones here? No. Any plus ones here? No. We'll just... Class is doing alright. Let's go for the landing. Try and stick it. Somehow I think like the British and stuff are on this front, which doesn't make any sense because they don't have access anymore. But whatever, it is what it is. These are profitable. These are popping off. I think we were importing dyes from the British. You have qualifications everywhere, right? We do. Make a short work of them here. Hopefully we can get the landing through. It is unfortunate only being able to have a max of a 50 stack, you know, for this. So, like, this is the biggest we can go, but we have much, much better PMs. We will turn that up immediately. But of course, yeah, I think, yeah, we're just gonna vassalize this tiny little snippet of Ukraine, unfortunately. Revs, Chilean. So we'll move one of these small guys over to deal with that. Probably be annexing Chile as well. That is the highest standard of living. So that should have nuked like all this. So now that we're getting like all this approval, and the Intelligentsia really, really likes us, and also is a nihilist, we probably could do something like this, you know, and get rid of the thing. Maybe we could have done forming the Poland-LITHUANia without getting doing what we did, going full bad guy, but I don't know. Some Romanians coming in from the Ottomans. Let's take a look at how the arms places are employing. I'm gonna 51 this because it looks like it's kind of doing work. These aren't employing well enough, and I think these probably aren't employing well enough. Just tanks, or the tank one. If you use the way the PM was balanced before, if you use this to try and cover the tanks and this, you just get wrecked. Of course, our PMs are like still winding up, so we're still encountering, like, we still have pretty big penalty by the time this war started. But it's like also it's going away, and tanks are a really strong PM. So looks like we're gonna fail this landing. If at first you don't succeed, try it somewhere else. So we're gonna try landing in Italy down here with those boys. Yeah, it is oh god, it's so annoying. This is a really soft spot because it generally has no troops. And we puppet Ukraine. Oh, do we get all of Ukraine? Thank God they fixed that. It used to be that you would just get... Oh, no, wait, what? Our war just gets bricked? That's cool. Because they capitulated to this. This is so buggy and stupid. Like, you shouldn't be able to get out of war by having a revolution in your country, because... So they have a revolution because they, like, lost access to all the goods because they lost access to our market. So, like, they just, like, force rev, basically. But there's, like, nothing we can do. It's so obnoxious. It's so frustrating. Whatever. Clothing is starting to pop off. Hey. Let's make sure we have no infrastructure problems. We probably have a little bit. Close to needing it there. Not really that close. Close to needing it there. Let's see if we can solve the problems out here. Of course, the problems out here are not related to infrastructure. They're related to convoys. Our convoys are getting wrecked, which is one of the reasons we're having a hard time landing. Really hard for us to do much about it because this is the biggest navy we can make because we only have one province that's touching the ocean at the current point in time. Also pretty... Well, you know what? We might just white piece this. I know we accrued a ton of infamy, but it really doesn't matter, and then we can actually just go after Ukraine properly. And I don't think we're going to land these guys easy, so we're just going to white piece out. And then, we are in another war, but we should clean this up pretty soon. Pretty quick. And after this, we will just puppet Ukraine again. And this will recover as well. And let's try and put some semblance of some stuff in the construction queue, I guess. I don't know. So resources. The problem is I can't expand these right now. Are you having infrastructure problems? Because I think you are. You don't have enough infrastructure here. Why is this? Do you have railroads? No, because you're not employing on the railroads. What are you employing on? You're just employing on the logging camps. So if we downsize the logging camps, they'll go and employ on the railroads. We get Rev of Chile done. We don't need to do Ukraine right now, but I want to do Ukraine right now. So we'll do this. We will mobilize all. We will not swap to the infiltrators until after this war, I think. We'll just leave these guys at home. Don't really want them to get involved in the battles. I don't know, analytic philosophy. It doesn't really matter now. I think they said Russia's likely to join. These guys are fearful. Of course, we are accruing insane amounts of infamy. But yeah, we're past that point now. Also doesn't matter because I think we can fight just about every great power at once. Great Britain sides with them. That's, again, annoying. We will, again, assign these guys down here, and maybe if we have a secondary war goal on Ukraine, they're more likely to back down. So let's just ask for war reparations from them. But we'll also transfer from Great Britain, Canada, and British Raj. Get a significant export route from from Qing to us. Oh, from the British market. Ottoman. Awesome. Ottomans side against us. Are they small enough to puppet? Do we have an interest? I don't think they're small enough to puppet, but we'll take a look. It's unfortunate it will be difficult for us to land the UK. Maybe we can land if we start up here or something in the Highlands. We'll try that, I guess. Not too concerned about the construction. Maybe we should be a little bit. I don't know. These are kind of making money. These are making money. These are making money. These are making money. These aren't 51 yet, and they're making money, so I guess we'll do some of that. And then we're going to need a bunch of railroads for that. And then here, this is kind of making money. Making money moves. This is kind of doing alright, this is doing alright, and then do we have insufficient tax capacity anywhere? Lesser Poland. We'll add a couple of these there. And some of this, I guess, and some of this, because those are doing well. Now we have a full construction queue for now, full-ish. I guess we could do some of this action. Yeah, I don't know. Fullish. We'll want to mobilize this guy, but he's going to be using it on the landing. We'll try and land. Ukraine just backs down. I think that they back down because we had war reps on them, and they know they like 100% won't win. So they back down. So can we puppet Belarus? We can puppet Belarus. Let's go for it. We'll puppet Belarus and then also ask for war reps. We'll declare neutrality here. And if we ask for war reps, I think they're likely to back down, right? Or more likely to. We're getting this rev again. Why don't we bankroll Chile? Oh, we can't because we need... Yeah, alright, we'll improve relations with the hopes of bankrolling them. Italy's swayed. We'll add taking stuff off of them. Oh, Italy's swayed on here? No, wait, where was Italy swayed? Oh, did they abandon? Whatever. We can put a couple more guys on fronts. Actually, we need to put guys on this front. Not just the Belarusian front. Unfortunately, I think we cannot add war goals. Yeah, we can't add a war goal on Argentina. We will keep the lander back for now. Ugh. And Ukraine being in the market should actually help out quite a bit on a lot of things to be more profitable. Belarus backs down. And of course, now it's time, right? They are our puppet. Let's take a quick save in case something weird happens. And now, cultures, nation formation, form Poland-LITHUANIA. Don't we incorporate automatically? Oh, we only incorporate... They changed this. So it used to be you would incorporate all of the territory. Now we just incorporate the territory that's included in Poland-LITHUANIA, which seems fine to me. Not exactly what I was expecting, because I was expecting to get a little bit more sand here, but we got a couple territories here. We got this, and this, I think, all. And then we can just annex these guys at our leisure. Let's take a little screen grabber of Poland-LITHUANIA. And a little bit of a bigger one. Oop, don't want that one, actually. But we have formed Poland-LITHUANIA here. So this has been the run. I think that this is a good time to stop on the episode. I might play a couple more episodes with this run and see how things are. Just shift around the queue a little bit, see what it's like to play as this. Our GDP has kind of been a little bit all rocky recently. So let's just quickly go over where we're at. Our GDP has been a little bit rocky recently because of how markets have been moving and people have been embargoing us, but relative to the rest of the world, we have a pretty big amount of prestige. We're not so much bigger than everyone else. You know, France is still quite large, but our military is so much larger than everyone else's. We don't even have a huge portion of the population. We do have really big SOL, but if we take a look at France, who's the next biggest guy, sitting at 79k on his, or 7,900 on his thing, we have 1,200. So we can pretty comfortably clap everyone. Also, France went communist, which is a bit interesting. Wasn't necessarily expecting that, but overall, the story of the run, we built it up small, we expanded, we ripped our way out of Austria in terms of, you know, xenomorph style. We formed Poland, and then we formed Poland-LITHUANIA here. We got a lot of resources to kind of work up. By the time I publish this, I'm sure I will have decided whether or not I want to expand some more, but if people have an opinion on whether or not it's fun to watch after formation, just a little bit more play, feel free to put it in the comments. Feel free to do the YouTube algorithm stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day.